everyone. Welcome back to the JD Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm David.
I'm Jacob.
So we have hit our 500 subscriber goal. Awesome. The winner of the hat or other merch will be messaged directly for information to get that hat to you. Okay, so thank you guys for the support. And take it away, Jacob.
And today we have a special episode. We actually are working with Addi from the League Champ. They are an app. They're on social medias. We'll throw them on the screen under him once we move over to that. But yeah, check out Addi. Check out his social medias. It's at the League Champ. Check out his app. We just scratched the surface. We talk about it in the while we're talking with him. And honestly, it's a phenomenal app. So go ahead and check it out.
Yes.
But with that being said, let's just move on to our conversation. But your question is how do we start out was, like you said, 2025, we started making the app. I started making the app, and then I hit up David, and I go, hey, I hate spreadsheets. I'm like, I hate spreadsheets. I hate numbers. I don't like doing any of this.
You picked the wrong industry,
I
man.
did.
That's why he found somebody.
That's why right.
Because I teach science, so I'm used to numbers and all that stuff.
And so I hit him up. I was like, look, we use trade calculators, right? But they're all on the web, which isn't wrong with that. Nothing wrong with webs. But I was like, but there's a market there for a dedicated phone app because people like downloading phone apps. I'm like, there's a market there for dedicated phone apps. And I was like, let's figure this out. And so we did. We started, developing it, putting it together. Then we ran into that issue where it broke and deleted all of our whole app got deleted. And so I think I gave up for like 2 months. Just I needed to like clear my head. Came back to right, crashed out a little bit. And
the other kind of thing that sparked it between us is because we would talk and people try to trade us, and we're like, man, it's not looking at my team. Why would I take it? It doesn't help my team. And then so we're kind of like, most of the calculators don't take your team into account. And I know there's some that you can pay for that are on the web and stuff, but it's like, let's make one that takes that into account because there's more to it than just the numbers.
Right.
And that's kind of what kicked
No, I love that.
Yeah,
Dude, that context is super important. I totally understand why you guys are trying to solve that problem. I took the exact opposite approach on mine, where I just built a trade calculator that'll tell you you're right either way. So you just turn that on so that you can send it to whoever sends you your keep, trade, cut spammer in your league that sends you the worst offer. It's like, no, everyone says this is a great one. You gotta do it today.
It's good for 10 more seconds.
It's good for right now, man. I'm making you a great deal. I shouldn't be making this.
Your team it's making my team worse.
I've sent this out to 5 other people, and if you're the first one to take it, you're gonna win this.
You're the first one that responded to me.
So yeah,
I love all the excuses.
Right, and we love it, and we're here for it. But for us, we're like, we need it to look at like our team, which is how it evolved, because we initially, I think, just started a calculator, and as we're doing it, we're like, this is like every other calculator out there.
Right.
And we're like, what's going to set us apart from the rest? And so as we were building it, we're like, okay, it looks like we're pushing this off till next season. And then we came up with the product we have now, which does analyze your team, does look at whether this is going to be good for you and not just in a vacuum. And so far, I mean, like I've made some trades based off of what it says. I've also not made trades based off of what it says, because you still got to fill it out at the end of the day, because though it's a tool, you shouldn't fully rely on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, I run a rankings app, and I constantly go against my rankings. At least once a week, I'm like, you know what? This is the week Xavier Worthy's gonna hit. It's finally happening. Today's the day.
I feel it. I think we're all guilty of that. I was just before you got on, I was just talking to David. I was like, I trust our rankings. I believe in our rankings. I think Burden is valued too high currently right now. And I was like, but I stand by him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's good at football.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. And I think he
Better
will
than
be
me,
the
but-
number one
Yeah.
in Chicago. I think the Bears might actually suffer from the Packers of the last few years where they have too many mouths to feed, in my opinion.
Oh my, I'm gonna push back on that so hard just because
Let's hear it.
Because we have 3 guys. Who's the other mouth
got-
to feed?
you got-
Sam Roush? Cole
got-
Kmet?
I would say Komet 100%, but you got Burden,
We've been watching
Dunze.
Kmet for a long time. He is the definition of the 32nd best tight end
Look,
in the NFL.
Look, he's a solid tight end when you need him to be.
Oh yeah.
But my thing is
he made the best catch in the best game in the best way last year. I was at a Chicago bar during that Cole Kmet crazy Caleb Williams play.
Oh,
I got to hear
bet
the
that was
entire city of
crazy.
Chicago lose their mind.
Man, that's awesome.
I respect the guy. He's awesome. He's just Cole Kmet.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like you guys have a Cole Kmet. You have Luke Musgrave.
I'm probably not after this year, honestly.
Yeah, probably not.
But no, I mean, I think because you got, granted, you guys did just get rid of DJ Moore, but you guys got a Dunze, Burden, Loveland, Komet. I throw Komet in there, but then you got your running backs that get dumped off, and then
Sure.
Caleb Williams likes to scramble like no other. I don't know if it's because your guys' line or if it's because.
Our line's great. You keep that to yourself. You don't got Mike up for a few weeks. You guys got nothing on our line.
That's fair.
Hey, speaking of mouths to feed, we're talking mouths to feed, and we aren't going the Packers still with 14 receivers.
Hey, we got rid of 2. All right, we got rid of 2 of them. We got rid, and they just moved Golden to the X, which I think is a good position for him. I'm hoping he has a breakout season, which is why I'm keeping him in my Dynasty League. I don't know if I'm going to draft him in Redraft, but I'm going to keep
He'll
him
have
in
a breakout game 1, 6,
Hey.
12, 13.
All I got to say is when Romeo Doubs had that 23-point game last year, I had started him that week. The one time I ever started a Packer receiver.
You were the only one.
I got lucky. I had nobody else.
Maybe those DraftKings were.
I got lucky.
Before because he's $5. They got lucky.
I got lucky. It was just one of those ones where I'm like, all my guys are hurt. You know what? Dobbs, you're going in. I think I picked him up off the waiver that week too, and I was like, you're going in, and he goes off for 23 points. And I was like, I got lucky. I'm gonna drop you because you're not gonna do anything next week.
Yeah, at least you got him before that. He would have probably cost 55 after that.
God, right?
Oh yeah. That is a landmine drop if you've ever heard of it. But since we're doing NFC North talk here, how are we feeling about Kyler and JJM? We got a Vikings fan too.
Yeah, so I know Kyler won that job. Even before they signed him officially, I know me and Jake talked about it, and I told him, hey, it's a win-win. He's cheap. If he does great, sweet. It's a high risk, low reward, in my opinion. I still want to give JJ McCarthy a chance. I know he's not looking great. He's young. I would just hate to give up on him, and then 4 years down the road he's a superstar. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I think I'm happy with Kyler. Hopefully he does well, and hopefully if he does do well, they don't let him walk like they did Sam Darnold. And then he goes and wins the Super Bowl.
That
figures, right?
Was such a.
I mean, you guys can't beat yourselves up that much about that.
No,
you guys have
he was going to cost so much money, and honestly, Seattle's O-line was way more solid than Minnesota's was last year. So he still would have been.
You guys were going to a Super Bowl with him, yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
Even though I like the Vikings, so don't get me wrong. As a fellow NFC Norther, we can all agree the only team we hate on is the Packers. But
wow,
I agree.
Oh, come on, it's true. You guys have been beating up on us for 40 years.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, with three
it's justified.
I feel like I'm behind enemy lines here.
You should.
But I think they'll do. I think if he can figure it out, if he can just be competent, he doesn't have to be superstar level. I think with our defense, I think we'll be pretty good. Obviously, JJ, Addison, Hawkinson, we have weapons at their disposal. If our O-line can be fully healthy, be fully healthy this year, I think they'll be able to protect him.
I think so too. I like the fit. It's just I also want to see JJM and see if he can like actually become a quarterback because his ceiling is high. Like we can be mad that he looks like Mitch Trubisky as much as anyone else. Like I'll keep it NFC North focused. The guy does look a lot like Mitch out there, where it's like, man, you have all the tools and you do not know how to use any of them. But those are the type of quarterbacks you want to see. Honestly, it feels like you guys are doing the Daniel Jones equation here, where it's like, okay, we have a guy that we aren't sure about, and we're just going to give it to the veteran. And to be honest, like, it's probably the right call. Like, that coaching staff needs it. He probably needs it. And to be honest, like, Justin Jefferson needs you guys to feed him the ball too. Yes. He's going to start being a problem.
That's
soon.
Who I'm excited to see now is like, though he had some bad quarterback play, he's still producing. So I'm excited to see Justin Jefferson produce with a quarterback like Kyler Murray. Though I don't think Kyler Murray is a top tier quarterback, but he's definitely a great improvement.
When he plays a full healthy season, he's a top 10 QB in my opinion, and especially with, keep him away from Call of Duty. No, I think he can. If him and O'Connell can click, I think it'll be good.
Right.
But I do want to see, I do want to see if JJ can figure it out. I definitely think he would benefit from sitting for a couple of years. Kind of like what I hate to say it, but the Packers seem to figure out the formula. Let a QB sit for a couple of years, learn, and then they've had 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the last 80 years or something.
It's 30. All right, come on.
Almost my entire
feels
life.
Longer.
Feels longer, right? Feels longer.
For as long as I've been alive.
No, I wanted to ask you, as a Bears fan, since you guys got, oh my God, I am blanking. Ben Johnson. I was blanking on your coach's name. Do you think Detroit, because we saw what happened last year, was that due to injury or was that due to losing Ben Johnson? Because I think Detroit has a good team.
It's a little of both in my mind because they were able to do a lot with their offense. I thought their offensive coordinator was okay last year. I didn't think he really stepped up to the challenge.
Right.
And that's why they brought in Petzig. Like, he's going to run a more tight end centric offense. You might see a little bit less going to the receivers, but they'll have a more balanced rushing attack. Like, I think they made the right move to get them there because Dan Campbell is such a motivator sort of coach. He's clearly more invested on the defensive end too. So
too.
Oh yeah,
I think to his detriment.
Bite them knees, man.
Probably. I love watching him. Just it's to his detriment. Just
yeah, but you can't hate it. It is the great thing about it. Like you still root for him throughout. Yeah. I think Ben Johnson, what he brought to Detroit was keeping it together. Like, he was the duct tape that prevented that team from ever falling off the rails during that regime. And then you got to see right afterwards, like, they started the year absolutely blowing out the Bears. They had that one bad game against the Packers, but they looked like a top 3 NFL offense, and then all of a sudden they fell off a cliff. I think the big issue that they had was okay, that cohesion's there, they're playing well. But the second that the wheels fell off, you saw Jared Goff go back to old habits. You saw them kind of go into Dan Campbell's, it's 4th and 10, we're running the ball mentality, which what's that helping you
at the 8-yard line? They say, screw it.
Exactly. That's really what they lost with Ben Johnson. And to be honest, dude, in Chicago, we couldn't be happier with the guy.
Of course.
He just put that team together, and he is just intense in exactly the right way. Also, you guys are more techie folk as well, so I can go with this. He's living the dream. A former web developer ends up as the Bears head coach.
Oh my God,
who doesn't root for that guy?
Right? I would love to be you know what? I'm going to quit my job as a cybersecurity analyst, and I'm going to go coach in the NFL.
Right.
You just start that journey.
Yeah. It's time to make a change, and I'm just going to go do this now. I didn't know. I didn't know that about him. I didn't know that he was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the IT department moved up the ranks to coaching. I didn't even know that was a career path you could follow. I've been talking to my boss for ages.
Right. How do I do
maybe
this?
why I'm not getting promotions.
Right. How do I
What's
go?
that track look like?
Right. And I don't know if I could do it in my current company. So I did see that the Niners were hiring for IT, so I might need to do a downgrade. Go do IT at the Niners.
Oh, be careful out there, man. That's asking for an injury. You
That's
get close
substation.
to the Niners facility. Your typing fingers, all three of them
Carpal
straight
tunnel
out.
instantly.
Yep.
Is McCaffrey's finger hurting? Yeah, your finger might start hurting.
I want to pivot because we didn't ask you about your app. Like, I know me and David checked it out, but I wanted you to give us kind of like a similar rundown of.
Oh, totally.
Just
Yeah. I mean, I should probably say my name and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
This is a
Sorry, it's more
podcast.
than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, right. We've only been recording for 15, and none of us have introduced ourselves.
You just had a guy with a weird duck hat
Right.
come on your show and
Right.
start yapping about how he didn't like your NFC North games. It totally makes sense. Normal Tuesday.
We'll make a note
well-
to introduce you.
Yeah, when I go back and record these intros, we'll make sure we say your name and.
Super fair. Well, I'm Addi, if anybody was wondering. And similarly, I run an app called League Champ, where we're basically a platform that's trying to be the creator-focused part of fantasy football, giving people in this industry a chance to kind of prove their mettle, put their ranks to the test, and get a track throughout the season. We're giving away a jersey every week to kind of incentivize people to compete in this, and to go along with that, we're putting together a full analytics database so that people can check out coaching tendencies, formation usage, and really get a leg up on their league mates. But this year, we kind of took it a step further. We're auto-generating social graphics. We're putting together a marketplace where you can buy and sell your Dynasty teams. A lot of people have orphans. To be honest, the biggest thing that's caught me off guard in the space, because I really, when I first got into this industry, the first thing I wanted to do was learn what the problems were. And I was like, okay, well, how do I do this? Get into leagues with people, figure out what content creators are going through, and find a way to solve those problems. And the first thing I learned was, holy shit, there are people with 50 to 60 fantasy football teams that they're just managing. And that's just their part-time job. I'm up to 40 this year and stressed already.
I can't even imagine.
Dude,
40.
I think we're at, or I have like 7 or 8 now, and I do want to do some more for content, but it's
Right.
It's getting a little hectic.
I've requested I think I have like 5 waiting under our business account, or like our email between us, and then I'm in like 6 or 7 myself, like outside of the Dynasty one me and him are in, and our Redraft one that we're in. I have like my work league, and then I've joined a couple random ones. Like 40 though, Jesus.
Dude, it gets to be a lot. I mean, to be honest, I draft all offseason either way. I was a best ball pro before any of that. Like, I have my 200 drafts that I run throughout the offseason. I'm used to it, but I don't know, man. Like, when you start going through those leagues, you start realizing the amount of work that these people are putting in the field, because a lot of content creators like yourself are in like 30 leagues trying to build their base, trying to get that networking out there. And it really helped shape our product. So I'm proud to say that a lot of those people are partners with us. They're people we work with on a regular basis. Like, I can pitch all of them 100 times. The Fourth and Fantasy guys helped us make the marketplace. Benny helped us with our injury tool. Chev was the first person I met in this space. And to be honest, he was just recording at home. And I was like, dude, you are like the sharpest guy in the industry. Like, I want to work with you. And he's like, okay, man, like, can you help me with audio editing? And I was like, sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes.
So like you find these connections in such weird ways. Like we slid into each other's TikTok DMs, and that's kind of the thing you realize in this space, that everyone's trying to make it. It's saturated, and you're just trying to find a way to benefit the people here because everyone's putting in the work.
Right. No, I 100% agree with that.
And the football season starts soon.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Now, do you like, you're in 40. Are there leagues that you're like, I take way more serious? Like, do you have like a family league or a friend league that you're like, this is like my main one that I take?
That's awesome. You guys haven't heard my stories yet.
No.
Cool. I get to bend your guys' ear too. Cool. So I run a home league, college friends from California, and I pride myself on maintaining the same architecture we've had all through college. We are a punishment forward league. Last place, full punishment every single year. My home league here in Chicago, same deal. Those are the two I take the most seriously because I don't want to deal with punishment, and they have been rough of late.
Okay.
But I take most of them seriously. I try to like be in it. This past year, I did pretty well. I made the finals in 7 of my 15, and I felt okay about that.
Okay.
Like that, I can't imagine I'm going to keep those odds up in 40. But if I get close, I'll be okay. The punishments we've run have been awesome. Yeah, it ain't that bad. But the punishments we've been running have been awesome, and I highly recommend them. They do keep the league engaged. That being said, recruitment's always rough. We have a high turnover rate, I must say. Every year I have to send out a perennial text to all my friends and be like, "Hey, so a spot opened up in the college league." They're like, "Oh, you mean the league where you bully someone out every year? That sounds really fun."
Is that the punishment? Someone gets kicked out and...
Nope.
What's the punishment?
They just get everyone gets the punishment, and then they're like, "No, I don't want to do this again. I'm not taking the risk." So this was our last year one, and I think it's fantastic. I just think it's hilarious. We had them have to set up a booth outside of a sports bar and get 25 signatures for the cause created by the winner.
Oh no!
Seems easy enough.
Oh no!
So. We went with Get Rid of the Moon, a conventional cause for average everyday Americans.
Fair.
And put together pamphlets, Reclaim the Night, Win the Fight, and a simple, small 25% tax on all American citizens to get rid of the moon. It's supportable. We got him a nice T-shirt with a moon on it and a big red X across it. So the best part of this was we had it happen during week 1. So we're watching the games in the sports bar, and we get to see these people walk in with the pamphlet and be like, "Did you see that idiot outside saying get rid of the moon?"
Oh, I love that.
And we would just be like, "Did you sign it?" And they're like, "No, certainly not. Why the hell would we sign that?" And we're like, "Yes."
Hell yeah. Oh my God. Did he end up getting
Joker's level stuff?
Did he end up getting 25?
We stole a little bit from them.
Okay,
he got to 24 right before. So he's a Lions fan, and they were about to start up the 3:00 game. So he's like, "I'm at 24, man. I'm dying out here. It's 90 degrees. I have gotten 24 signatures. Can I please go inside?" And I was like, "I'll sign your petition. You can get in there. Go have some fun."
The fact that he got 24, though, I think is an accomplishment.
We were shook. Like, I was expecting him to be like, "I have like 7, dude."
Right, like...
He found 24 people who felt sorry enough for him to, or thought it was funny
think
enough.
he probably haringed them enough and was like, "Can you please sign this?
Like, I need this.
Please just let me get out of here."
He's like, "This is a punishment. I need this. It's not real. It's not."
Well, I got to hear him do that one time. I saw him going up and saying it was a punishment to someone. They were like, "No, I'm definitely not signing it."
Oh.
It's like, okay, can't do that approach.
Hey,
awesome.
Right. That's funny.
You got to be at a sports bar. But we've done a ton of those over the years. I have a fathead, actually. My wife won our home league here, and
nice.
It was the loser has to have a fathead of the winner in their house for a calendar year. So she put her face on Derrick Henry's body and put his on Josh Norman's, which, I'll be honest, love having that memorabilia in the house. Like, I recommend it in general because it keeps the league spicy. You don't have to have it be as bad as we're doing it because we've had a bit of turnover due to that. But like, really, I do think there needs to be more incentive from commissioners to keep people engaged, because in this virtual age, like I don't know, you're never gonna get a full league in person. You're never gonna get all the stuff that you got when you're in high school or college. So you gotta find a way to get people to want to come out and see somebody wearing a tutu and grilling for everyone, or whatever the next punishment's gonna be.
Right. Even us, like we like to draft after preseason because of injuries. And we like to do it in person, right? We do the draft board and everything. We already have 2 people not telling me that they can't come, and I'm like, come on. I know. I'm like, I got an auto draft for you.
First round.
Right. We had one guy. He ended up getting kicked out of the league, but we had one guy perpetually just not show up to drafts, and I think he just didn't tell us that year. I think it was what it was. So we're like, you're getting a kicker first round. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm so tired of you just not showing up and then not playing and not taking it serious, and then you end up getting kicked out the next year. And I hate doing that, you know. I'm like, because we're all friends, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, doing it live is so much fun. Everybody brings in food, and one of the guys in our leagues makes some good smoked pulled pork and
brisket.
Oh yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
What was the other thing he made? It was pork belly and
burnt ends. Brisket, burnt ends. Is great.
Brisket, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I woke up at, I started this at midnight, woke up at 4 a.m. to spritz it. I was like, that's too much for me.
Hey, but we appreciate it. Yeah.
But it's great, you know, like we get together, granted where I drive, because I'm the only one that lives up in the Bay. So I drive down to where David is, and it's hot as hell down there. It's always 100+ degrees.
Hey, we're doing it inside this year. Or the board will be inside, so we'll have some air conditioner.
Now, I will say I am a sucker for good marketing, and I've been seeing that football game on TikTok, the one with the chairs and the goalposts. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Oh yeah,
I bought it. I bought it.
Pretty good.
I had to. It looks good. It looks so much fun. So we're gonna play that when I come down.
Awesome.
I had to. I was like, this looks like such a fun game.
Oh yeah. That would be fun.
I'm pretty sure the guy that did that was at the Fantasy Football Expo with us a couple weeks ago, and it just the nicest dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, hopefully
Expo,
next year we can go out there. I know.
Was that in Chicago?
It's in Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. That would make a lot more sense.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. I mean, we're on a podcast, so I have no negative things to say about Ohio. I'm legally obligated to say it's a great state with decent food.
We love Ohio.
The expo is fantastic. Highly recommend it to anyone. As a Chicago person, and I'm sure as a Bay Area person, small town food will sometimes not agree with.
You know, that's fair. I used to travel for work before I got into what I do now, and I was shocked at some of the small towns I'd go to. Sometimes they would have just some amazing food, and sometimes me and the toilet are
your best friends.
Yeah. So I completely agree with that.
It's a delicate slope. Dude, I love a good diner. I've always been a fan of mountain towns.
Same.
I'm a snowboarder. I'm consistently a fan, but sometimes you get midway through Ohio and you're like, I'm a Midwestern guy, tried and true, so I'm used to it. But I also am like, come on now, let's step it up here.
It's like, put some seasoning on it, please.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Give me some spice. I shouldn't have to use half a bottle of Tabasco to taste my food.
Nice.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, is there anything else? We're at about 30 minutes. I know you're a couple hours ahead of us, so I don't want to keep you up too late. I know we all probably work day jobs.
I'm already up, so it doesn't matter either way.
Nice. Nice. I just wanted
you guys go as
long
as you go. No, dude. I'm on the stream. We're actively recording. If you needed to be mindful of my time, that was like 25 minutes ago.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
He's like, I already committed.
I'm used to the 1.5, 2 hour shows. Like I've gotten so into the Dynasty space over the past couple of years, and all of those shows. It's like, yeah, we have a show. You're just going to be on from like 1 p.m. to like 8:30. It's not going to be a big deal. It won't be too much. But
I don't know if I can
don't worry. We're only going to talk about every rookie, and we're just going to go to the 6th round. We won't do 7.
Oh my gosh, absolutely not. Absolutely. I mean, maybe
you guys
eventually,
get used to it, man. You're
know?
starting out. This is going to be the more trade calculator stuff you guys do, the more you're going to have yappers on your show.
Oh yeah. No, I think.
Oh no, I mean that's the fun part, though. It makes the time go by. Like you said, 30 minutes. I didn't even feel like 30 minutes.
No,
already,
not at all. I looked down and I was like, damn, we're already at 30 minutes. I was like.
I was looking through yours. I was like, oh, damn, a 30-minute show. I haven't been on one of those in a while.
We try to keep it lower just because we are a smaller channel currently. So we're trying to keep it lower, get people to watch us, and then start eventually. Because I know me and David talked about doing lives. We're not set up currently for lives, but we're going to try to get it set up by week 1 and start doing some lives. But yeah, we try to keep our channel, our shows a little less just to keep engagement up, which TikTok's been fine. YouTube's been the harder one for engagement.
But they make it like 10
YouTube
seconds.
takes a bit of work.
Yeah.
You gotta do a lot on there to keep it going. I mean, the shorts route actually works okay, but it's all, dude. It's the same thing with every social media. It's about consistency. It's about not getting discouraged and just showing up every day and doing your hair and doing whatever you have to do to get a stupid TikTok off the ground.
Oh my god! I just did
the daily videos, man. You tell them about that. Huh?
I just did something my wife forced me to do, and I was like, all right, cool. Hopefully it blows up because like the audio is getting millions of views. And it's so fucking embarrassing that I did it. And if you happen to go to our channel, it's just me standing in my front yard doing the little Jimmy to a TikTok trend.
It was hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It is.
And I'll be
so
honest,
embarrassing to me.
The vision of it first, but it's we kind of played it off as like you'll do anything to make the trade happen.
So
honestly, I kind of mess with that. That's pretty fun. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You do. And it's just it's throwing away my dignity for views. And
yeah.
But don't act like that's not something that you would do off camera. Come on.
Dude, I mean,
that's why it was so natural in the videos when I was moving my hips,
Yeah, it didn't look like you were uncomfortable at all, man. Like, it felt natural.
I've only been practicing the dance for a little bit.
This is, just every day until I work up the courage to actually put it on camera.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, man. Yeah, no. So that was, my wife forced me to do that one. And I put her off, I want to say, for like 2 weeks because I absolutely did not want to record it. And then she finally was like, let's go. And I was like, God damn it.
No, it turned out good. It was. I told him, I was like, man, because we were gonna do like 2 parts and splice it. I was like, I don't even think I can make it better. I would make it worse if I joined. He could have said a good job. And that wasn't just because I was trying to get out of it. I think he
was trying to get out of it. He didn't want to move them hips like I did.
Hey, I did the other goofy one already. So
that's true. That's true. But yeah, no, I will say I am having fun. I do find that when I'm working my day job, I'm like, I just want to quit this and focus on this full time.
I know the feeling pretty well.
Right. Do you do this full time, or are you still working towards that?
So I've done it full time a little bit. My background's in startups. I've been working startups for probably the last 10 years, anywhere from like data person to like CTO. And
nice.
I don't know, like I love it. I'm in the healthcare field in general, and I got my like master's in genomics, so I know like I'm decent at what I do, but the reality is, like, most jobs in corporate America and even startups as they start going, like, you lose a lot of ambition, motivation. People kind of settle in, they chill out. The cool thing about running your own company, and that's the reason that I started League Champ in the first place. Is you get that autonomy. You get to give a shit. You get to wake up in the morning and be like, hey, I hate this, but I'm going to video edit TikTok this morning. I'm doing it. I'm waking up. I'm investing in myself. And, I've always loved that. So I pretty much always had like two things going on at the same time. But I work at a healthcare supply chain company in my day job right now, too. And it's good sometimes.
Right.
Today wasn't good, but most days are fine.
You have good and bad days. Yeah, I hear that. I'm lucky.
It's not every day you get to tell your boss to calm down, so always nice. At least he's not watching this.
That's
probably.
fair. Maybe he might discover us in this particular video.
Right.
I'm good enough at my job. I'm not fireable.
I know that's the one thing I sit and think. I'm like, God, if my boss discover now, I don't say anything bad about my company, but I'm like, it'd just make it weird if like my coworkers and bosses found out that I do this and then just started watching.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you don't
because it's like they know we built an app and they know what the app is, and a lot of them actually have downloaded it.
Yeah, of course.
And I just don't tell them that I do this on the side. But I did have one coworker see us on TikTok. But thankfully he's cool. He's chill. He's like my friend from work, so he's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine like my higher ups doing that.
Your boss just saw your most recent video.
Oh.
Well, Chev was telling me about that because, like, Chev's on some bigger channels too, and he was telling me, he's like, I just keep it to myself. I don't talk about it at my desk. He's like, the worst thing happened to me the other day. Somebody walked up to me and was like, I saw you on the YouTube.
On the YouTube?
I need to ask you some questions about my fantasy team. And he's like, oh my goodness.
Like, it's over from there.
He's like, everyone around me heard it was the worst thing. I'm like, yep. That's why I love working from home. No one around me hears anything.
Same. I'm like, I was just going to say, I'm like, I got the luxury of working from home, so I actually don't have to deal with it. I get Teams chats, but they're private, so it's cool.
Yep. Nice and cool.
But like 2 weeks ago, somebody was talking about doing side work in like a public Teams channel, and they're like, "Hey Jacob, we know you have an app," and I'm like, "Oh." Like, tell us about it. And I was like, in this channel, or can I do it privately?
Yeah. It's like, I do not work on it during company time.
Right. Disclaimer, this is always after
don't have
work.
Another computer open.
Always. Oh man, you gotta love it though. They've been all good, but yeah, it's been a fun process starting this and growing it, and I think we just hit 500 subscribers a couple days ago on YouTube, so that's been a cool.
So now we gotta buy a hat for like the one person who keeps commenting on all our videos.
I know, but we're gonna buy the hat for them.
Yeah,
they deserve it. We said we were going to.
You gotta get that merch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It just sucks. It's gonna be a Chiefs hat.
Ugh. I know. Hate buying Chiefs.
At least they have my favorite sleeper of this year, Cyrus Allen. Can't hype up that guy enough. I got to meet him at the Senior Bowl this year, and he's just the coolest dude too.
That's cool. That's a good. You know what? That's a good sleeper right there. I think.
Dude, he's going to be good at football. His quarterbacks at Cincinnati in college were like bottom of the barrel talent. So like you never really got to see what he could actually put together. And Rashi's like, I don't know, is Rashi playing with handcuffs or nah?
Physical handcuffs.
I hope not. I just drafted him in one of my leagues.
Yeah, I know.
God, that situation, man. Yeah. So no,
guys, if he plays a full season, it's gonna be nice. But
dude, what was it? 2 years ago, after all that went down, he was suspended, and then he comes back and then blows his knee out by getting hit by Travis Kelce. I remember.
I thought it was Mahomes.
Yeah, it was Mahomes. I forgot who he hit, but yeah, that sounds about right. He got hit by Mahomes, and I remember like the day before, I had just traded for Worthy. I had traded Jameson Williams for Worthy in our league, and then Rashee Rice blows his knee out, and I was like, I just made the greatest trade of my life.
And then he continues to do nothing.
And then does nothing for me that year.
Hey,
man.
but this is his year,
I
right?
really wish 40 time mattered more.
Yeah.
I do
It's
too.
not super predictive.
Don't tell that to Al
But
Davis.
boy, would it be
May he
fun if
rest
it
in
was.
peace.
Oh my God, right. Then Anthony Richardson would be the best quarterback in the league right now.
My boy Justin Fields back there, middle jersey.
Oh, there
I
you go.
see
You
it.
know what?
Still holding on hope.
I feel like he got a bad rap, you know?
He got the worst rep.
He got...
He went from the Bears to the Jets. Like,
Right.
Oh,
the second he landed there, I was like, his career's done.
Over.
They're
Yeah.
just gonna wreck him.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, that sucks, because I'm like, I actually liked the way... Like, I liked his game, though, I mean, there were some things he needed to clean up, but I'm like, I actually thought Justin Fields had a good game. And they just...
Yeah, man.
like,
John
here's the-
Harbaugh offense.
Right.
You put that guy in like an actual coherent system. Think he's consistently getting you top 12 fantasy quarterback
yeah.
performances and top 24 NFL quarterback
Oh,
performances.
I 100% agree with that. Just,
I guess
unfortunately...
the hard thing about some of these quarterbacks is they're thrusting way before they should. And it's just they don't get. And in the NFL, it's like, oh, he's sucking. We get the replacement.
He
You
didn't
know,
throw
get
for
him in.
4,000 yards his first season. Trash quarterback.
Yep.
Like,
He's out.
yeah, done.
Who's the veteran that's going to be available this year?
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
Still
then-
Kirk Cousins. Always Kirk Cousins.
Always Kirk Cousins. That's
Hey,
true.
his agent needs to be put in the Hall of Fame.
For
That
real.
man's made so much money.
He's getting Kirk paid for nothing.
I like Kirk Cousins though, man. Like, I mean, I was a big fan. I mean, he's not like your elite quarterback, but he's good enough to get you going.
That's true.
And he was Iron Man until he tore that Achilles. He missed like one game, and that was for COVID.
Yeah, dude.
He was solid. I liked him, but I get that
I mean-
it was time to move on. I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think every team has a point where they need to get rid of Joe Flacco or Kirk Cousins. But dude, the guy is just genuinely an adequate NFL quarterback, and seems to be able to continue that rep. That's the thing with these guys with the lower mobility and the way that they're protecting the QB position now. Like, it's not unreasonable to expect guys to have those Aaron Rodgers type careers where they're going into their early 40s and they get like one or two starter gigs to just hold them over till the next step. I
Right.
think we're going to see a lot more of that NFL developmental quarterback phase that kind of got phased out over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's especially it needs to happen. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that I think they need just a little bit more time. You know, I'm hoping Stroud can bounce back this year. I really liked him. You know, and poor guy, he's had a rough couple of years.
And it was crazy. He still made playoffs despite his play.
Yeah.
Like, that defense was elite.
Yeah,
Dude, they're a great unit, and I don't know. I think Stroud gets too much credit for the bad in that season. Like, they had no run game, they had no offensive line play. Nico was hurt. Like, there were a lot of variables going in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
I hope Stroud gets that opportunity, because when I heard like the Davis Mills is actually the solution there at QB, I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever.
Right. That's... Dude, some of these like TV experts blow my mind with their takes, and I get it. They have to say some egregious things to stay
get the
relevant
views.
and to get the views because their networks are dying. You know, because
Yeah.
nobody watches TV.
All they need a
anymore.
bold take.
Right. Nobody watches TV anymore. It's all streaming and YouTube and. But like, yeah, some of these takes I see, and I'm like, gosh, like, do you even watch football? Like.
it's like, or they got to be trolling us, right? They got to be.
Right.
Just a little. I think it's a little of both, because
Yeah.
well, dude, I mean, that's part of the reason I made my platform in the first place, because I was like, like, I can be in 40 leagues or in 200 best ball leagues and have my teams pan out based on those probabilities, because I basically have every single player on the NFL on some roster, so
Correct. Right.
it'll work out. Like, probabilistically, I will have a team that makes the finals just because it's likely to happen.
Right.
But that's the thing about rankings that I love, because you have to have conviction. You can't be like, oh, Jaden Higgins and Xavier Worthy this week are basically the same play. Like, you have to put one or the other on top
Right.
of each other.
Right.
Like, I hate it.
Right.
I don't think that it's super actionable, but having that conviction, it kind of forces you to start thinking about it at a more granular level.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. Right. And that's one of the things when I was talking
Kind of-
about our values, right? Is like, you
Yep.
have to rank these guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know my son always gives me a hard time for because he's a Bengals fan. So Chase Brown to him is like, he's like, Dad. He's like, I was like, but Dynasty and Redraft are different. Okay, so I was trying to explain to him, and I was like, in Redraft, he's up there. And he's like, oh, really? And
His value in redraft is really good. His
Yeah,
value
just
in
second
His
Dynasty-
round
value
pick.
in Dynasty is not bad.
It's,
Like,
it's not horrible, right?
they
like
haven't
I
brought
told him, I
anybody
was-
else in there.
Yeah. Well, I told him, I was like, but you got to think of all the receivers, all the tight ends, all the running backs, all the quarterbacks that are ranked above him in Dynasty. Because,
Totally.
in Dynasty, you can have a quarterback for 15 years if he stays healthy. Like it puts more value on it.
That's the hope. That's the
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That
just
is the hope.
I just picked up Carson Beck and put him on my taxi squad. I'm hoping him to take over the position in Arizona.
I don't think very much.
We'll see.
I will say
You look good.
he looked good
guess.
in the Hall of Fame game. I actually think he looked really
Yeah.
good in the Hall of Fame game.
He
Granted,
did.
playing against third, fourth stringers, people that aren't going to make the team, but like he still looked,
Exactly.
he looked good. He looked like he was able to read the defense pretty well. So I'm like, I'll throw him on a taxi. I have nobody else there, and it doesn't count against my
Yeah.
roster for Dynasty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, might as well. I'm like, my only other two quarterbacks are Bo Nix and Jordan Love. So
I mean, love that QB room. The thing about that guy is just I think Carson Beck's like absolute ceiling is Mac Jones, and like
look, Mac Jones was balling out last year.
he was, and he can. Like every once in a while, you have Mac Jones in there, and you're like, man, that guy can play.
right.
But that's his ceiling in my mind.
But
Like
is-
I look at Carson Beck, and I'm like, it's not gonna be like. You aren't going to have the Tom Brady sort of years from the guy. He's
No.
not going to be that guy.
No.
He's not Brock Purdy. He's a quarterback who can throw the ball pretty well when he's in rhythm and when they have an offense built around him. But dude, the guy has just landed in crazy spots throughout his
He
career.
has.
Like that spot in Georgia he ends up in, like just ends up with the best offense around him, and then he just goes to the NFL and it's like, the Cardinals suck, but that offense,
They've
it
got
can play.
weapons.
Right.
They have weapons.
They got weapons.
They
Yeah.
do. I'm hoping Marvin Harrison could catch the ball this year. So,
Me too.
we'd had a draft in a public league, and we did just draft Marvin Harrison. So I'm hoping as like our wide receiver 4. So it was whatever.
That's about right.
Right. So it's whatever.
I'll take him. What 7th round? I think we got him. I'll take him there.
Something like that. Yeah.
All day.
It's fair value. I mean, it was funny. We had Elliot from Start Sit FF on our show the other week, and he was like, Marvin Harrison is basically smoking cigarettes in 2026. Like everything tells you that it's bad.
Right.
There's a warning label. It's directly telling you do not do this, but you can't quit. Come on,
can't.
you aren't gonna quit him.
You're not going to stop. Not until he's completely out of football. Like it's the
Exactly.
you know what it is. I made a joke in our chat the other. It's the Kyle Pitts effect.
It is. That's a great comp for Marvin
Yeah.
Harrison. He is the Kyle Pitts of the wide receiver
Yeah.
position.
Like 100%.
I might steal that one. That's fun.
That's a
There you
good one.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, and it's funny. I made a joke because we were pick 104. So I said
Yeah.
incoming Kyle Pitts.
I had somebody
Obviously
message
did.
us and said like, "Hey, if your calculator doesn't rank Kyle Pitts as 1, I ain't getting it." I was like, "Man, it was tempting. I'm telling you, it was tempting."
That's hella funny.
We were thinking about it. It's close.
The Kyle Pitts
really
memes,
fast.
memes are killing me this year. I've been seeing so many
Dude, they're
TikTok
so
videos on it. It's so funny.
The Jaden Daniels ones were pretty funny too. Like, all the
And
things
He
that
got
five
trolled
are
so
changing.
well.
He-
And I love when the community as a whole can all agree on one thing, which is that Jaden Daniels does not need to have number 5 retired.
Right.
He'll be okay.
I love that like the Mets got into it and like Like all these major companies got into it. They're like,
Five Guys was like, we're going to be called Four Guys now in respect to Daniel.
and I'm like, what is this? What is happening here?
Yeah.
Well, I just love that it's after the quarterback series comes out, and Jane Daniels just like soft spoken, chill dude, and it's like, oh,
It's kind of
awesome!
out
Like,
there, yeah.
so he's not even gonna come out and defend himself. He is
No.
just stuck here,
Right.
Just gotta live with it now.
He's like, this is my life.
I can't wait to see Jane Daniels come out in a number 4 jersey after a year.
That I would. I
That'd
think
be
I would die.
hilarious.
I would die if that. That'd be so
Oh,
funny. I would. You're right. That'd be hilarious. Just as a joke, would be hilarious.
But yeah. Oh man. It's funny watching the community get together on things like you said.
Right. Right. And it's just like unanimous across the board. Just seeing them do it. Cool. Well,
Well,
I appreciate your time and coming on. This has been extremely
course.
fun.
yeah, this was fun.
And I would love to do this again once we get our lives up. So, because I'm trying to figure out how we could dual stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time.
Totally.
Which I think I figured it out. I just got to do a bunch of setup for it. But yeah, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day and hanging out with us.
Yeah, of course, guys. Please definitely like hit us up too. We want to have you guys on 2 Guys 1 Pod. We'll turn it into 4 Guys 1 Pod or 2 Girls 1 Cup, whatever we are calling
Oh
the
my
show
gosh.
Yeah,
Um,
we would
That
love
brings
to.
back nightmares.
Oh,
now. I love when people are
Really?
like, "Did you know yours is really close to that?" And we're like, "Yeah,
That-
we knew the show title was close to that."
Yeah.
was
That-
literally
that was the
point.
joke. Thank you for getting it. But if anyone's looking for my stuff, you can find me at Duck League Champ on all the major socials and League Duck Champ on TikTok.
We will
Definitely
put
check
it
us out. And please
down below.
download the JD Trade Calculator. I absolutely love your guys' work, and
Thank you.
I hope you guys are digging space.
Definitely,
It's
I
been
really
fun.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll put all your links in below you
Awesome.
on the
I
video,
appreciate
and we'll put it in the description. And like you said, download League Champ. When I was going through it, it was a phenomenal thing. I barely scratched the surface of your app. So
Oh yeah, it was
I have
fun
way more to go
do the
through.
rankings and see how I
yeah,
Yeah. Definitely check out the Insights page too. That's my baby. I love the advanced stats. Like I've been going into the formation usage a whole bunch this year. It's just neat to like look at it and be like, okay, like Ben Johnson's trying to run 13 personnel at like a top 10 rate in the NFL. What does that actually mean? Does that mean like who's coming off the field? Is it John Day Walker? Is it Luther Burden? Like you can start making like actual informed takes about who's going to be out there, which I always think is a fun way to go about it. Where like when you're first looking at it and you're just like, ooh, defense red. Okay, that means bad this week. That's
right.
I mean that's the way I was doing it for years. So it's
Yeah.
like it's
Same.
neat to like dig into that data and be like, okay, like how am I actually going to think about this?
Yeah, I love that.
So that's
And
really cool.
that's definitely something I'm going to start diving into too, because that's actually a phenomenal tool.
And it's crazy, like you said, you used to read it's crazy the progress. You know, even just looking back at when the first year we played, terrible. But you know, you're getting better and better. And like you said, you're looking at more things and getting more informed. It's just really cool.
Well, you know, I'll bend your guys here for like one more minute here because we're probably already over time, and who cares? But I was actually talking to Digger from the FSGA, and he was telling me about how he started in fantasy sports, and he was telling me like when they first started, because he's been in it since like the ground floor. He was like, yeah, you know, you would just write it on the newspaper who you were taking, circle
Oh
the
my
player, and
gosh.
then the next day, the next newspaper would come out and you'd be able to line them up. I was like,
Oh wow.
that's insane. Like, the field's come a
No.
long way.
Wow.
That's great. You know what's crazy though? Like, have you ever? You said you went to college out here in California. You ever
Yeah.
gone to the Levi Stadium?
I've been outside of it. I haven't been in it.
Okay, inside they have like a museum of fantasy football of like when it
Oh, do
started.
they?
even have. You ever watch
Oh,
the
that's
league
sick.
on FX?
Yeah, of course.
They have the
Yeah.
Shiva there.
Oh, do they
Oh,
really?
it's
Oh,
great.
that's
Yeah.
delightful.
Like I don't know if it's still there, but this was like 5-6 years ago when they had it. and like it
Dude,
was
that's hard.
cool. It had a whole fantasy football museum. They had the Shiva. Like I'm my wife's I want to say acquaintance friend is offering me a couple seats to go to a Niner game where I'm like, I'm not a Niner fan, but I'll take them because like that's gonna be cool. I'm probably gonna do some pictures and recordings there just to get some content, but it's really cool to see. Like they had a lot of like they had like you were saying the newspapers and stuff like that, and how they penciled in and did the points and everything. It was really cool.
Well,
That's wild.
that's awesome. And I'm going to get the heck out of here and go to bed. But thank you guys so much for having me on.
Thank you for
No
joining us,
problem.
man.
Yeah,
This
thanks
was
for
a blast.
joining, and we'll
right.
we'll try to do this again soon.
Go Vikings.
Yeah, definitely. keep it real, y'all.
All right, take it
you too.
easy.
Great to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you
You too.
too.